Evening all, Rich here, back for part 4 of this RMS Queen Elizabeth tutorial. Let me know if anyone's actually building this, because I do feel I'm wasting my fucking time doing this. But yeah, anyway, apart from that, what we're going to do is focus on the ship's inside walls of the promenade deck and also the outside windows. So we built the overhang in the previous video, which is what's going to support the windows, so we're going to start from there. So I'm going to work on the right hand side, but it's going to be the same on both sides, so there we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the front block of the overhang here. What we're going to do, we're going to add another line on top of that overhang. So from the front here all the way down to the back end, and this is going to be on both sides. So we just need to add, like I said, this extra line along the top, all the way the length of the bloody ship. So it's going to take a little while. I'll do it freehand on this side, and then I'll copy it across to the other side when we get all the windows in place. So, like I say, you need this wall first, and then the windows will sit on top. Now when we add the windows are going to be 2 blocks high with a slab on top. But we'll get to that in a moment. And how far away am I? I'm actually not far. Well, I'm far enough, but... oh, bugger it. Let's get this thing out of the way first. Like I say, it's the same on both sides, so you can either do either side or do both sides. It's up to you. I'm just going to work on one side and then copy it over. It's best to do this with a team of people. If you're doing this on your own, then... good luck to you, because I would not attempt this on my own if I didn't. Well, if I've got welded it. If I haven't got welded it, I would not do this on my own. You know, building everything freehand, because it just take forever. And I'd probably just get bored after 5 minutes. La 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 dee dee dee. Are we near the end yet? Nope. Oh, there we go. Right, so there's the end. Right, I've got to the very end of the outside edge, so that's fine. So that's all the wall we need on that side. So like I say, do the same on the other side, and then we should be okay. So I'm going to need my pen for this. I got my notes ready, but I need my pen as well to tick off the bits that I've done. So what we need to do first is go back to the front end where we are here, and what we need to do first is on the first block of the outside edge. We need to put a row of 3 like that, and then build that to 3 blocks high, so it's 3 by 3 like so. So on the first 3 blocks of the overhang, just build 9 blocks like that. And then what we want to do then is build 4 windows, I think. My bloody pen doesn't work. Right, so what we want, we want 4 windows, which are 2 blocks high. So we want 1 window, and then 2 windows, 3 windows, and 4 windows, with a slab on the top, like that, and then pillars in between, which are 3 high. Like so, there's 4 windows like that, and then at the end of the first set of windows you want to add a 3 block space, which is like that. If you look at it side on, it's 3 blocks, but because it's on a join, it's 4, but it's 3 in length. Like so, so it's a 3 block gap, so you've got 4 windows plus a 3 block gap. And actually I made that slightly wrong, so it wants to be 2 block gaps, so apologies there. So 4 windows and then a 2 block gap. Really should read my writing more often. Right, so after that 2 block gap we want 7 windows, so we go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at the end put a 2 block gap like that, 3 blocks high, and then build the pillars in between 3 blocks high, and then add the slabs on top like that. So there we are, there's our second set of windows. So what we want to do then is to go on to the next row, which is 4 windows. So we're going to add 4 windows, 1, 2, 3, 4 windows like that, and then we add the pillars in between, and then the slabs on top like that. And then we want another 2 block gap, which is 3 blocks high, so 2 and then 3 blocks high like that. And then we want 4 windows again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the pillars in between, and then the slabs on top like that. And then we want another 2 block gap, so 2 like that, and then another 4 windows, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, plus the pillars in between, and then the slabs on the top like that. So it's the three sets of 4 windows, I think that was. So that's fine. So I'm just going to make note of that on my notes so I know how to move on, so bear with me a second. So what we want after that, we want another 2 gaps, so like that. Basically it's like an L shape, but it's still 2 blocks if you see from the window, so 2 block gap like that. And then we want 2 windows, so we want 1 window and then 2 windows like that, plus the gaps in between, the pillar in between, plus slab and a slab. And then after that we want 2 block gap again, so 2 space like that. And then we want 13 windows, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 windows like that, fine. And then the pillars in between. Like that. And then we want the slabs on the top of the windows. Like that. So it should look something like that. That's the theory anyway. So that's the 13 windows. So I'm just going to adjust my notes, so bear with me. Right, so after those 13 windows, we want another 2 gap. So another 2 by 3 high like that. And then we want 10 windows. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 windows like that. And then of course the gaps, the pillars in between. Like that. And then the slabs on the top, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 windows there. And then after that we want another 2 gap, so 2 blocks by 3 high. And then we want 16 windows, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 windows like that. And as before, the usual pillars in between. And, and then the slabs on the top. Like that. Marvellous. So that's the 16 windows. And then we want, again, another 2 gap. So 1, 2, like that, 3 high. And then we want 9 windows. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've gone too far. I wanted 9. There we are, there's 9. And then we want the pillars in between. Sorry, I'm getting carried away there. So I had the pillars. And then we had the slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonderful. Right, so that's the 9 windows. And then we want another 2 gap, which is 2 blocks by 3 high. And then we want 2 windows. So 1 window, 2 windows like that, plus a pillar in between. And the slabs on top. And then we want another 2 gap after that, so 1, 2 by 3 high. And then we want 4 windows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then the pillars in between. And then the slabs on the top. Oop, like that. Right, so that's that. And then after that, you guessed it, another 2 block gap, or a 2 block spacer, so 2 by 3 high. And then we want another 4 windows, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4. I've gone too far again. So that's 4 windows, plus the pillars in between, and then the slabs on the top, like so. And then after that, we want another 2 gap. Gotta love our gaps, so another 2 spacer like that. And then we want 3 windows, so we go 1, 2, 3. Plus the spaces in between, or the pillars, and then the slabs on the top. And then after that we want another 2 gap, of course, so 1, 2 by 3 high. And then we want 9 windows, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the pillars in between. Very repetitive this, I know, but I can't help that. La 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 dee dee. Alright, so there we are, and then the slabs on the top, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I just adjust my notes so I don't screw this up too much. Oh, bugger it. Right, there we go. Okay, so after the 9 we want another 2 gap, so 1, 2 by 3 high. And I think my notes are going to fall on the floor, bear with me. And then we want 2 windows, so we go 1 window and 2 windows. Put a pillar in between, and the slabs on the top. And then we want another 2 gap, so 2 there, like that, 3 high. And then we want 9 windows, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we fill in the gaps in between. And then the slabs on the top. Marvellous. Right, so after that 9 we want another 2 gap. I'll just check my notes. Yeah, another 2 gap, like so. And then we want 3 windows, so 1, 2, 3. And then the pillars on the top, or pillars in between, sorry, and then the slabs on the top. Like that. And then we want another 2 gap, so 2 space like that. And then we want 7 windows, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 windows like that. Plus the 3 the pillars in between, sorry. Like that. And then the slabs on the top. Looking marvellous already. So that's that. And I just adjust my notes so I know what I'm doing, because I've got to change the page. Bear with me a second. Right, so that's what those 7 windows. So after the 7 windows we want a 5 gap, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then build that 3 high. Like so, so there's a bit of a bigger gap. As you can just see on the prototype over there where the crosshairs are, that's where we are, roughly. So yeah, there's 5 gap there, and then we want 2 windows, so 1, 2, plus a pillar in between, and slabs on the top. And then we want another 4 gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then build that 3 high, like that. And then we want 8 windows, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 windows like that. And then as before, the pillars in between, preferably in between, like that. And then the slabs on the top. Oop, missed one. There we go, there's our slabs. And then we move on again to the next one. We want another 2 block gap, so 2 gap, like so. And then we want, I can't quite read my writing here, so I believe that's a 3. If it's wrong, blame me. But I believe it's 3 windows, so 1, 2, 3. Just looking on the prototype, I think that is 3, that is fine. And then add the pillars in between, and then the slabs on the top. And then we want another 2 gap, so 1, 2 by 3 high, that's fine. Excuse me. And then we want 17 windows, so I believe this is the last lot, so 17 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 windows like that. Marvellous. And we add the pillars in between, as per usual. I'm going to stop in a minute because I itch. I really need a scratch, and it's annoying. So we get these pillars out of the way. Oh, missed one. And that last one there. So there's our pillars, and then we want the slabs on the top. Slab, 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 like that. And then after the slabs we want a 4 gap, so 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then build that to 3 high, like so. And it should look something like that. So there's all the windows along the side. Yeah, I believe that looks fine. And then the last job we want for the windows, what we want to do then is just add a line of blocks along the top of all the windows, basically tracing the contours of the overhang below. So it's basically just sealing off the top of the slabs. If you look, so you've got a window, and then a slab, and then a little cut above, just making the window a bit bigger. So we'll add that all the way along now, all the way to that front pillar at the very end, at the very front end. So just add this line along the top, and everything should all look hunky diddly dory and wonderful. That's the theory, at least. And like I say, you do the same on the other side, which is another fun job, but I shall use Wild Edit and copy it across because I'm lazy. La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Missed one. Not quite on the outside edge yet, so are we there yet? Yep, here we are. So we're on the outside edge now. I just need to build this as freehand as I can, as quick as I can. I could just Weld Edit it, but that's cheating, of course. People moan when I use Weld Edit. But if you want me to not use Weld Edit, then I'm afraid these big ships are not going to be made, because I'm not doing all this freehand, okay? Weld Edit is a necessity. That's up to there. Now we're just starting to curve back in towards the front. Are we nearly there yet? Yeah, we are nearly there. Okay, I was getting a bit confused then. I thought we were sort of overrun, but no, we're okay. Just getting there. There we go, right to the front like that. And there we go, that's the side done. And all the windows are sealed up and looking like that. Marvellous. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I sort out the other side, all the windows there. And then we can move on to the next job. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the other side done. So I've got the windows all along both sides now. Also got a bit of a shadow crisis going on up there and over there. Can't be helped. Never mind. Anyway, that's the windows all done. So we're going to go back to the back end of the ship now. We're going to add the inside walls to the said windows. So we're going to go right to the back of this top deck. So right over to the centre block, which is miles away, all the way down here. Alright, so here we are. Here's our centre block on the back wall of said deck. And on the wood blocks, we're going to count forward to the 21st block forward. So that's the first block there, and then count 21. So that's 10, 15, 20, 21. So there's the 21st block. And I shall put a colour block to mark the centre. And then what we want to do is build a wall which is 23 wide. So that is, what's that? That's 11 either side, is it? Or is it 12 either side? 23 wide. How wide is 23 wide? What is half of 23? It's 11. Yeah, it's 11, isn't it? 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that way. There we go. 23 wide. So yeah, and then after that you want to build, oh, funny enough, 11. So on the inside, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like that. And that's how it should look. So do the same on the other side. We want 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's pretty much it. So that's the back wall. And what we're going to do then is build the inside walls going forward. And I'm going to work on the right side for this side, or for this pit, and then I'll copy it to the other side. Because it's the same on both ends of the 11, or both ends of the long wall. It's the same. So we're going to build forward now 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we want 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we want 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And as you can see from the back end, you're sort of curving outwards, sort of following the contours of the outside walls. So that was the 16, wasn't it? And then we want the 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And then we want 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So there we are, 29 like that. And then after the 29, we want a line of 125. So first block there, and then we want a line of 125. So I build it freehand, and I measure as I go along. So 125 is what we're after. What we're going to get is anyone's guess. Oh, missed one. La da 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 dee, dee da dee da dee, da 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 da, do 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 do. Right, so how far is that? That is 119, 120, 121, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that should be 125, and it says at the end of that pink sentence 125. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that. And now for curving back in again, we're going to want 38. So I'll build this freehand again. So there's the first block, and we want 38. So that's the first. So 38 is what we're required, and what we get is 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be 38 now. Yep, that's 38. And then after that, we want 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. You can build across the other side. When you've done the other side, then build across the front to join them together. But like I say, you've got to do the same the other side. And then once you've done that, increase the walls to 4 blocks high. So 2, 3, 4, all the way around, across the back, and up the other side once you've got that in place. So I'm not going to bore you with the details and showing me building it. I'm going to do a jump cut when I get those walls sorted. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So there's the inside walls done on both sides. You can see they're all increased to 4 high and going up one side and also the other side. I haven't joined them together across the front because I couldn't be bothered. But as long as they join together across the back, you should be okay. So the next job you want to do, if you want to do it now, you don't have to, but you can start adding the doors and windows. So the usual crap of 4 or 5 windows, or in my case, say a dozen, and then. So we've got 5 or 6 windows, and then put a couple of doors, and then again a few more windows, all the way along until you get bored or until you want to complete it. It's up to you. And it should all look fine when it's all done. So I put another couple of doors in. You get the idea where this is going. So it's basically just copy that same thing all along the side, or if you've got proper photographs and deck plans, then you can probably do your own design. But this is just sort of to fill the void, really. A few windows, a pair of doors, a few windows, a pair of doors, and all that guff. So that's that. So what we're going to do now, last job for the minute, is to go to the back end of the outside window. So the window's here at the very back end. Same on both sides. What you want to do is from the top block of the back end, you're going to want to build inwards now. We want to build in 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, and then all the way across 11, and then up to the centre block on the back wall like so. And then do the same the other side. At the very back end, go in 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then all the way along till you get to the centre of the back wall, like so. And it should, in theory, look no different than what you've done before. But there you go. You've just got an extra row on the top there, and an extra row on the top there, like that. And then the last job for the moment is to add the deck. Now these inside walls now support the deck, so the deck will sit on top like that. And what you want to do is basically go from the back wall and just start adding the deck, either freehand or whatever, and then just build this deck all the way to the front curved wall, all the way down there in the distance. So it's going to take a little while. So just fly over here, and I shall stand roughly halfway down. I think about here we're doing. I use the fill tool because otherwise I'd be here all bloody day waiting. So we use fill, good old fill, wood by 4,000, and that should create all the wood blocks we need to go to the front end. That's the theory. This may take a while. Ooh, right, there we go. There's the deck done. That's quicker than I expected. It's in the middle of a yawn just then, but never mind. So yeah, there's the deck all added. I'm just going to go to the front end and make sure it's all filled in up to the front of said what's it. And I'll pick my nose at the same time. And yep, that's gone all the way to the distance, or all the way the distance, and yeah, that's fine. So that's that deck done. Marvellous. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we shall move on. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add some more superstructure, and then we're going to add one more deck, and I think we'll call it a day for today. So we're going to go to the front wall, or the front curved wall of the superstructure here. Go to the centre block, and we're going to count to the 5th block back on the wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back. And we'll put a colour block to mark the centre. And then we want to build this front wall 9 wide, so 4 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And basically we're going to create another curved wall going round. So I'll start on the left. We want to build 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2 back, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2. And then out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Basically to the front corner, or the front edge, or the front block rather, of the overhang on the side. So that should be in the right place. So I'll just do the other side quickly. Get this front curve out of the way. So I want 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 twos, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 back, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, bollocks. 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then what was it? 3, and then 2, and then out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that's our front wall supports done like that. And then for the rest of the walls, which is going to be basically the full length of the ship. So from the ends of the curved wall here, we want to build back. I want to build the sides 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. And then back in again. Towards the centre, we want to build 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And I do the other sides to get this out of the way. So the side we want 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. And then for the sides going down the length of the ship is, we want 286. So I'll put the first block there, and I'll measure as we go along. So we want 286 going the full length of the ship. So, or nearly the full length, so the full length of the deck basically. So like I say, we want 286. So I just build it freehand and I measure as I go along. So this hopefully shouldn't take too long. That's the theory at least. It's probably better if I use the stack tool, but like I say, I'll just use the welded it to do it. Well, I'll do the other side with the stack tool. I'll do this side freehand and measure it as I get there. I just want to line it up and make sure it's fine. So how far is that? That is 172, so a bit further yet. That's how far is that? That is 244, a bit further to go. How far is that? That's 271, still a bit further. And 285, and one more, 286. There we go. So there's the 286 down the length there. Remember, do the same the other side. And at the end of the 286, we want 3. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we want to build inwards now towards the centre. We want to build 2, 1, 2, and then we want 2 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a colour block to mark the centre. That should be the centre. I just measure it compared to the rest of the deck. And yep, that's fine. That's the centre block. So we do the same the other side. So I'll go back to the front end and use the stack tool. And then once we've done both sides, you increase the height of those walls to 5 high all the way around. So that's going to take a little while. So like I say, I'll just do the other side. Hopefully things will do alright. So we want stack 2, 8, 6. And hopefully that is the right length. So I just measure as I go along. So that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280. We've gone too far. 286, there we go. So that's the 286 done there. And then we want 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, what was it? In 2, 1, 2. And then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, that's both sides. And it should all look okay. So as before, like I was saying, you increase the height of these walls all the way around now. So I just go back to the front end. And you want to increase it to 5 high all the way around. So round across the front of the front curve, and then out to the side, and then down the side of the 9, and then in 8, you build that all 5 high. So it should in theory look okay. So as you see it, it's only 1 block high, so I just want to increase it to 2, 3, 4, 5 high all the way around. So I do a jump cut while I sort that out, and I shall return in just a moment. Right, okay, so that's the walls all increased to 5 high all the way around. I just fly to the front end to show you how it should look. That's the back, of course. So I just fly to the front end and show you how it should look, in theory. And everything should all look fine and dandy. So you can see you got the curve at the front with the little bit sticking out the sides. It kind of looks like a bell end, really, doesn't it? But there you go. And that's that job done there. So what we want to do now is add the deck. So as before, you go to the front end or the back end, whichever end you want to start at, and just add the deck along the top of the white wall all the way around, and then build that deck all the way to the back end. So once before, I shall stand on this block here, or any block really, and use the fill tool. Good old fill. Fill wood by 3000, and that should fill in the top deck here, in theory. Getting bored already. Oh, that's quick. Right, so there we are. There's the deck added, and I shall just remove the block that I was stood on, and then check that the deck has gone in. So the deck's all filled in at the front end there, and I just see if the deck has gone the full distance down the other end. I believe it has. That's fine. And then what we want to do now, you can start adding the doors and windows as well to the side walls. I mean, the usual guff that I do. 7 or 8 windows plus 2 doors, 7 or 8 windows plus 2 doors. But the side windows here on the side parts here, so you've got the curved wall there, and you've got this straight edge on the outside edge. We want to add 3 windows to that. So here's the bottom row. We want to go 1 up from the bottom and add 3 windows, roughly 2 blocks apart like that. Or you can squeeze them together a bit more and sort of have them spaced by 1 block rather than 3 or 2 or whatever. And so there's 3 windows on the side like that. And what we do, I put a slab on the top as well, so it makes them double in height. And there you go, 3 windows on the side like that. And the rest of the windows down the side walls, you can carry on doing the usual design, but it's up to you how you want to lay them out. I just do the other side with those 3 windows. Get this little job out of the way. So 1, 2, and 3, plus the slabs on the top. And there we go, there's those 3 windows. But like I said, the side windows are on the side long walls. You can do what you like with those. The front walls do need windows, but we'll add them later on because it's also a fart-arsey job, but we'll do that another day. Right, so after before I add the windows, because I'm not going to bother with that just yet, in the corner where the outside edge, so we're on the left-hand side here, so we've got the wall going out to the side, down the side, then back in again. In this front corner, in this corner here, where it attaches to the inside walls there, you're going to want to remove the top 2 white blocks on the corner there, and then we'll add our staircases. So I'll add our stairs going across there and then down to the deck. Ooh, the deck below, like so. So there's our 2 block thickness staircase there, like that. And then the banisters, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, like that. So there's our staircase there. Just looking across to the other side, that's fine. And then do the same on the other side. Remove our 2 white blocks in the corner, and then replace with stairs the right way up, preferably like so, and then the blocks in between or underneath like that, and then the banisters 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, like that. So there we are, 2 staircases there, and then we want 2 more staircases down each side. So go roughly halfway down the side of the ship, so roughly here. So we're roughly halfway between where funnel 2 and 3, or the two funnels would go. And then we want to sort of do the same. So remove one block, and then with the wood build out 2 like that, and then with the white blocks build on the front, build out 2, and then 1 across, and then with the stairs just build down, going down to the deck below like that. So we got a staircase like that. This one's only 1 thickness, okay, so you don't need to worry about making it double. But we'll add our supports underneath, and then our banisters, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 like that. And there's staircase number 1 there, or the second one basically, and then go roughly say a quarter of the way down again, and just see it on the prototype over there where the crosshairs are. The staircase there, so roughly around that area. Just trying to think actually. I think it's about roughly here. I don't know where exactly it is, but it's somewhere along the side anyway. Preferably I'd wait for that one actually, because there's a deck house that goes on just by that staircase, so I think we'll leave that staircase until the deck house is in place. Because if I just fly over to the prototype, you can just see there's a deck house on the top there, and it's going to clash with the staircase if I build it first. So yeah, we'll build that staircase first in the next part, and then we'll add the staircase afterwards. Just want to make sure I don't clash with anything. So we'll just add the one staircase on the side, and I'm just going to fly along and work out what to do. So where's that staircase? I'm just trying to measure it up and compare it to the other side. So the staircase is along this line here. So remove that block and replace it with 2 wood blocks, and then our stairs going down to the deck below, and then the blocks underneath, block, 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 and then the banisters, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and then around the back like so. And there we are, there's our staircase there. So that's that little job done there. And excuse me, I think that's pretty much it. What we can do now, go back to the front of the, or back to the staircases on the front section here, these 2 thick wide staircases here. What we can do, from the staircase on the outside, we can add a wall now, with white blocks going around the front, around the other side, to the staircase on the other side. So just add this wall around the edge of the front of the superstructure, and it just bulks it up a bit more, and we just add this all the way around, and it should all look okay. And then up to that staircase there, and there we go, there's our wall added around the front there. And then we can do the same on the deck below as well. So on this front wall, the high wall, we can add the blocks, add the wall going around the edge of that as well. So it's on the lower deck, just add this last line of blocks around the edge, preferably put it in the right place. Sorry, I'll keep yawning. And everything should all be okay. And there we go, there's our blocks added there. So there's the 2 walls around the front, and that's all fine there. So I'll leave you now to do the doors and windows down the sides. I'll do the same in a minute as well, off camera, and we'll call it a day there. So that's pretty much it for part 4, I think. So for part 5, which will be the next part, of course, we're going to focus on the top superstructure, which will be the ship's deck house that supports the ship's bridge and wheelhouse and bridge wings. Also the deck houses that support the funnels, and also the deck house down the stern where the last staircase goes. So that'll be for part 5, maybe more as well, I don't know, because there's still plenty to go on. So I'll keep yawning. So yeah, there's still plenty more to go on, but we'll get those main deck houses out of the way, and also, like I say, the ship's wheelhouse, and everything should be okay. So we'll leave it at that. So that'll be for part 5, and this is part 4 over and done. I think this is part 4, isn't it? I can't remember, but anyway, we'll leave it at that, and we should call it a day. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 5, I think. So yeah, bye for now.